The normality of evil is a thing to be questioned. In this time, in our time, hell is empty, and all the devils are here. I would like to preface this video by saying, no other group of men that walk this earth has ever been so hunted, so demonized, and so cast down than we, the so-called black men. The truth is, everything in this world that is done is not done for any other group of people. It may seem as if it's done specifically to elevate women. It may seem as if it's done specifically to harm children. In my opinion, I believe all the evils and misfortunes, all the laws and nonsense, all the ridicule, all the shame, all the shit, it was all created, manufactured, and packaged specifically to destroy you, the so-called black man. No other group of man that walks this earth has had the women that bear their reflection actively, literally turned against them. And moreover, no other group of man, I would like to point out, could survive being so demonized by their own women. Having things like this be the norm among the women that they are meant to lay with, the women that they see at birth. This is unheard of throughout history. This is unheard of throughout the time of the earth.
Today, we are going to have a fruitful conversation, a fruitful discussion, I hope, and hopefully an engaging dialogue. And we're going to talk about black men are trash, okay? So, black men are trash. Let me explain, okay?
I'll take my white king with a side of racial slurs and good credit, because y'all niggas is an absolute no for me.
Black men are not shit.
Or black men are a specific type of trash. They're the trashiest of trash.
So there's a movement that's going around, and it's talking about abort your black male sons.
There's been a concerted effort against us. You could say that evil moves after a black man with a powerful will. And the reason for that is this. If you're the most athletic, if you're the strongest, if you're the fastest, if you're the most intelligent, whose cells would you seek to enhance your own? Would it be others who are like you, of a lower class, of a lower breed, of a lower stock? Or it would be the absolute best? There's a reason why, quote unquote, abortions target the so-called black community. There's a reason why they target you. There's a reason why they target me. We are the targets. There are no others. Everybody else is just a fucking shot in the pan compared to getting us. While we would compare them unto spit, they compare us unto gold. Not my opinion. These are facts. Everything you're ever taught in society has been a lie. It's obvious that history has been completely whitewashed. We are the only group of people that can survive literally anything. There is no hostile environment that our body, our cells, our hair, our fingernails cannot overcome. And it's by design. This earth was designed with us in mind, with you in mind, as the so-called black man.
Aborted babies are being chopped up and sold to researchers all over America. Did you hear that? Aborted babies are being chopped up and sold to researchers all over America. This is actually nothing new, but we have new revelations. Fetuses at 10 or 20 weeks, aborted it in clinics. Cells are shipped all over the U.S. to medical researchers. We're talking about brain cells in particular here, but not only that. The brain cells are injected into the eyes of patients with macular degeneration. Practice of shipping organs and body parts, of course, has been going on for a very, very long time. In fact,
Lauren Handy, seen here in exclusive video shot Wednesday just after D.C. police took what it said were 5 fetuses from her Capitol Hill neighborhood home, pled not guilty to federal charges Monday. While she faces 10 years in federal prison if found guilty of, in the Department of Justice's words, invading the Washington Surgicare Center in 2020, those charges have nothing to do with the bizarre investigation in her own D.C. home. We were there when D.C. police took biohazard bags and coolers it say carried remains of 5 human fetuses. Screenshots of video later released by Handy's group, Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising, too graphic to fully show, focus on a box with the shipping label from the D.C. clinic to a medical waste company. We talked to the corporate owners of Curtis Bay Medical Waste here in Baltimore. They say their company policy forbids the intake or transportation of any fetal remains. But a spokesperson for the anti-abortion group commented the video speaks for itself, claiming the group would provide further evidence of the medical waste company involvement. D.C. police says the fetuses were aborted in accordance with D.C. law. The fetuses were born alive and later killed. The D.C. Medical Examiner declined to further investigate claims by the anti-abortion group.
This is not some dystopian future, some distant time that has yet to come. This is reality. This is today. This is right now. In fact, this is yesteryears with this kind of stuff going on. It's really nothing new to the earth. And now they're trying to demonize even shining a light on this, pointing out the facts, not the opinions, but the truth, not the lie. Demonized for being this way, for being upright. I'm reminded of the Book of Remembrance, specifically in Ecclesiasticus, when it talks about a time when the Most High comes upon the earth. He looks at his creation and he sees out of every man 1 in 1,000 that is just and upright, and out of every woman, none. Every woman, literally none. This may not be popular. This may not be something you want to hear. Your mother, your girlfriend, your sister, your cousin, your aunt. If they live in this world, in my opinion, it doesn't matter where. You know, this corruption, it spreads. It's a plague. It is the true plague. They always talk about zombie apocalypse and, oh, the undead, the dead are walking. Could you imagine the dead truly walking? The amount of baby corpses that there would be? It's fucking insane. But yet we live in a time where a woman can have literally any excuse to kill her child. And they want to make it seem like there are valid reasons. And we're to the point now where women don't even want to be questioned about why they want to have their abortions. Pay attention to this.
The last points I'd like to add is also, I think it's very unfair how I feel like female problems are always questioned. Excuse me. It's always like but maybe you should have, I have to always validate my experience. I always have to get someone that'll be like, yeah, it could actually happen. Like, I can't just tell you a story and you can just take that and understand that that's a thing that happened to me. You gotta be like, oof. But girl, like, did he really touch? Bitch, I said he touched me. I said he beat me. I said he said something that made me feel a certain type of way. I don't have to give reference and supporting evidence for it. I don't have to give reference and supporting evidence for it. I don't have to give reference and supporting evidence for me to just have a statement and tell you in this sentence that this is what happened.
The black infant mortality rate is nearly triple that of white infants, according to ODH. And Brent says the lack of adequate health care isn't uncommon either.
We cannot be in a place where we're telling people to just abstain. It's more than just that. So if people are not having access to good health care, they're not having good access to contraception, they are not having access to abortions, that's mean our system, our government will have to take care of these children.